What's up, y'all? Welcome to this episode of Through Jeremiah's Eyes. We're in South Africa, and I'm going to show you start to finish of our entire rhino dehorning mission. Now, horn trimmings are something that I wish we didn't have to do, honestly, but it's something that's really essential in the world of conservation, especially now that rhino populations are getting so low. And with the black market pushing illegal ivory trade in the numbers of millions of dollars, it's really hard to stop and it's really hard to find out who's actually involved in it. But regardless, we have to do what we can do as conservationists to actually still protect these animals. So essentially what we do is we have a helicopter that'll go up in the sky and actually scope out all the different herds of rhinos that are on the reserve, which the reserve is thousands of acres big. Now, we have a veterinarian also in the helicopter, and we also have another pilot in a regular plane. And they're essentially surveying the field, and then they're also being able to walkie-talkie down to us in the pickup trucks to actually tell us where to go and where the rhinos actually are. And after we get there, we have to blindfold them so that they don't get less sensory distraction. And same thing, we put in some little foam, comfy fitting earplugs into their ears so they can't hear the sounds too much. Just because even though they are under sedation, it doesn't completely eliminate their sensory stimuli, essentially. So they can still get scared, still get spooked, and we got to make sure that everybody, including the rhino and us, are safe. But we tag the rhinos, which helps us be able to track them. We give them different vaccinations and medications, which all essentially help the rhino actually be able to be better off than when we left it before. And at the end of all the horn trimmings, we have to actually wake up the rhino. So here you can see me actually giving the rhino the reversal, which I'll show you like the entire clip because it's not too long, maybe like 30 seconds long, of the rhino from when I actually injected the reversal to the rhino actually getting up and going back into the wild to rejoin his herd.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Say I'm sorry with headlights.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just trots on.
Whoa!
Hopefully it's not Taurus.
Be very careful sitting on this side, guys. These things like to just fall down, man. Yeah. It's one of these old cruisers.
Can you share with me? Peace out, brother.
I want that car out of my shop.
So yeah, as you can see, it didn't really take too long, but right after we did that one, we had to go and find more and be able to dart them and then do the exact same thing. But they do that little stomping motion when they get sedated. So it's a little interesting find that the people that have been doing this work for a long time have noticed. So that's also just like a little interesting tidbit. But this took hours on end, a lot of focus, concentration, dedication to our team. But we were able to pull it off. And one of the things that we also do after we actually are able to saw off the horn is we actually trim it and then put in oil on it so that it is coated and not sharp or anything, and make sure that the horn is how it needs to be able to go back into the wild and then regrow as it needs to. When we're doing this dehorning, we're not taking off the growth plate, so the horn will eventually grow back. The horn trimming will eventually have to happen again if we end up doing it again, but essentially the horn is going to grow back. However, at the end of the day, it is a intense process. It's something that I wish that we didn't really have to do, but to be able to decrease the pretty much payoff for the poachers by simply trimming the horns in a way that does not hinder the rhino's natural lifestyle and allows them to grow back the horn as well is something of a last resort that is unfortunate, but something that we have to do. So proud of the work that we were able to get done.